Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 14 of Let's Play Chronicles of a Dark Lord Episode 1 Tides of Fate, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. In the last episode, we just went through the underwater caves and made it to Cyrodiil, and now we got ourselves our own ship. And with that, we should go to Senefarria. The thing is, we can choose our destination and the steering is automatic. Unfortunately, we only have one place we have the choice to go to, which of course is our main destination. It's too bad you can't actually have the option to go to previous areas you visited. You know, just in case you missed one or two things. Still, we got ourselves a new enemy, a Lankin. It looks like a flying fish with very sharp teeth. And since it's a fish, obviously thunder should do the trick. Man, we're just tearing ass here. Most of that due to the part that I've used up a whole lot of power vials thanks to the fishing glitch. I don't know if it's called a glitch, but it's a very exploitable trick to give yourself a lot of strength. And some might say it's cheating, but it's not like I hacked the game. I didn't really add these stats myself. This was something that was part of the game. But in any case, now that we can take advantage of it, why not? I'm just gonna save the other power balls that I have, like well over 50 for later. They won't be used now. Ooh, Magus or Magus at level 17. I almost called him Magus a couple times there, I apologize. And we learned Sundering Soul. Awesome. I would show off what Sundering Soul does now, but unfortunately, we're kind of locked up in the boat. Okay, so let's take a look at this skill, shall we? Dark Power pierces the soul of your enemy. I think it can inflict instant death, if you're lucky. Actually, I'm just gonna pause the video because I can hear the puppy crying. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. I just had to see Lola for a second. That Lola, of course, is the puppy, and she needed to have a pee. Ironically, it was in the same spot that she had her first pee today. Well, this afternoon at least. May not have been the first pee of the whole day, because you know how little dogs are. Their bladders work harder than pretty much anything. This is the Darkwell estate. We have now just settled here, and are hoping to create a thriving kingdom of our own thanks to our Imperatrix. Oh yes, Sapphire Darkwell, remember? She used to be with Magus at the time. A spark scroll, that's nice. So let's go to the inn. It is so barren here. I wonder how the Imperatrix is gonna pull this one out. Because she's a woman. Don't you know, women are capable of just about everything in this game? That's why most of the authority figures in this game are women. It's interesting to say the least. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just noteworthy. 200 coins? Oh, okay. I got plenty of coins to spare. So yeah, I guess that's bonus points for me if I'm responsible enough to know when my dog wants to piss. Well, technically my sister's puppy. We have only now just settled here. Soon we will make the Imperatrix's vision of turning this land to a thriving realm come true. Well, it's gonna take a while. I mean, this place looks awful. Oh, she's in the largest building over there? Okay, I'll see her later. First, let's go to the item shop. Anything in these crates? Oh, there's a teddy bear. Hey, Gimli from Lord of the Rings, what's up? I swear he does look like a dwarf. Well, Dresselnir, come here! Okay, that's some very strange English. But, has more of an accent. I would like to get a few ambrosias. It's gonna be very expensive, though. However, I think it's worth it. The music here is pretty nice. It's a different kind of tone for the original town music. Oh, an ether. Great. But it's very elegant all the same, due to the setting of this place. Oh yeah, I already talked to you. So, let's go pay her a visit. Emperor Sapphire Darkwell. It has been a long time indeed.
Sapphire! You look like you are making your mark here in Senefarria.
Emperatrix!
A pleasure to meet you, Emperatrix. So, what brings you all here? I thought you would come here just to visit your ex-wife, eh, Magus?
We are looking to acquire the Inferni Diadem. To get into Valdres and slip past their patrols, we need that diadem.
I see now why you are here then. The diadem you are searching for is located within the tower to the northeast. However, it is heavily guarded, and it is sealed. There must be a way to get into that tower. There is. I know the incantation to unseal the tower. I will have to come with you.
Emperatrix, since you are going to be joining them for this venture, I wish to speak with Lady Grey, if I may. I have information for her that she must hear.
You do? How do you even know me? That is de Manville, my first knight. He came to us from the Rim Kingdoms. If he has information for you, then it would be wise to listen to his words. Magus, my love, I need to know what this man knows. I will remain here while you head to the tower.
I will ensure the lady's safety while she is here. Have no worry.
Are you sure, Lena? I am sure, my love. Get the diadem. I will be waiting. Let us head east to the tower then.
Okay, so Galena leaves us, but Sapphire joins us. So Sapphire is a pretty good mage. I'll show you in a moment. Once I get her put in, she's a dark avatar, by the way. So she has like 62 strength, 71 defense, 70 intelligence, and 47 agility. Only at level 15. Goes to show we're a bit over-leveled if we're above Sapphire. So here's her spells. She has Poison, Negate, Confusion, Sleep, Ignis, Ignitera, Ignicite, Frigus, Frigidana, Frigera, Thunerum, and Thuneris. So Galena was missing ice spells, but Sapphire is not. There is much we need to discuss, Lady Grey.
Now, what did you need to speak to me about, Deman?
Well, before we leave, we might as well just explore this place a bit. We get a quicken scroll. That'll help us out. And a mid-ether. Anything else we can find? Probably on this side of the building. More books we can't read. Oh well. Guess it wasn't meant to be, then. The door is locked. The door is locked, Sapphire. Perhaps we should...
Relax, Magus. Deman and Galena obviously need privacy for their talk. Now come on, let's get to the tower.
Yeah, it's a good thing I grabbed those items now, because you will not be able to get them later on. There is a lot of one chance for some items instances. You'll have to get used to that. But it encourages you to explore as early as possible. There's the tower. And we get some new enemies to take on. Escrelions. Okay, most of the enemies in this area are desert related, and they're weak against ice. So if you got ice, obviously use it. And this is where Sapphire will really come in handy. She's armed with a bow, though. It's a bit different, since most of us are quite equipped with staves and swords. But I'm sure we'll get used to it.
Okay, here we go. There's an Salutara. Open the way. Unseal! The tower is now unsealed. Let's do this!
Okay, if you played the original version of Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate, you would find it very different now than it was before. The following is engraved into the blue spear, Elric of the Wave of Destiny. So yeah, this dungeon is now a little bit more puzzle-oriented. So we got a Desert Puppet and Sand Wasp, too. Most, if not all, the enemies you find outside will also be found here. So if you know how to deal with them outside, you'll have a good chance in this spot as well. Maybe I should have waited till I got Sapphire to level 16, but I think she's gonna hold her own. Besides, you get a nice chunk of experience around this area. I mean, how can you not if you're having encounters up the ass? You're gonna be in here quite a while. Even though it's not a mammothly high tower, most of the rooms are large. Trial of Logic. There are 4 colored spears on this floor. Each spear is engraved with the name of an ancient warrior. Find the spears and make your way to the dais. Answer the riddle correctly and the barrier will fade. I don't know if you can actually spell it as D-I-A-S, but when I see dais, I think of D-A-I-S. Maybe it's an alternate spelling, I could be wrong. Sakal the Eminent Dark. Okay, that's the purple spear. Alright, let's go. Ah, man, these desert puppets have the ability to inflict darkness on ya. That can make them a bit of a problem for melee warriors. Probably not so much Sapphire. Oh my god, they both missed! Alright, so let's use a Frijara. That's much better. At least darkness does not stick with you after the battle. Oh, free ether. Great. If there's anything we would need is plenty of ethers. Okay, Alistra, the Flame of Righteousness. Okay, here's a new enemy, a regular orc this time. This one I do not think is weak against ice. If anything, I don't know if it has a weakness at all. Oh my god, Sapphire almost died in one hit. That is nuts. Here, use a Curate. That's much better. Oh, I thought her HP was that low. And now the orc is dead. It's just like Lord of the Rings, isn't it, orcs? You just fall apart and... I only move like, what, 3 steps? Okay, come off of it now. Just in case I'll use a Curing that. And whoever's left, okay, nobody's left. That should save Sapphire some MP.
Did you see that, Lee?
Apparently, Sapphire and mages have a little bit of issues. Not resoundingly serious, but they tend to be down each other's throats from time to time. Well, I mean, they used to be married and now they're divorced. I wonder what caused them to end the marriage. Oh, Ziria's at level 17! Awesome! But she didn't learn anything new. Not as awesome. But I digress. Kaelana the Sacred Warrior. Okay, that's all 4 spears. Now I just gotta put them onto the dais to solve the puzzle. And no, it's not like Jeopardy. Yeah, I think Isis can go for a regular attack on this enemy. Go for Shockwave, and we're done. Okay, Sapphire could actually get to level 16 if we play our cards right, or, well, the game plays the cards for us, at this rate. Then we can get to level 16 before we get to the boss. Yes, there is a boss here. Expect no different. I mean, this game doesn't really have a shortage of bosses. Which is good. With the ancient names gathered, let the way be cleared. It's puzzle time! It's puzzle time! I mean, a low voice emanates from the object. You wish to pass through the barrier? Then you must answer each riddle correctly. Fail and you will have to start over. Let the trial of logic begin! This man flowed with life's trials and tribulations easily, yet with a solitary loss, waves of anger brewed forth. Now the key word here is waves. So you gotta use the blue spear. Her heart burned with a righteous fire that can never be extinguished. Again, a key word here is fire, so red spear. Now you must answer the final riddle. Choose correctly, and the barrier will fade. This one's heart was full of pain while retaining a cloak of dark mystery, whereas the other one had a vibrant nature, steeped in the knowledge of what was right and good. Okay, that tells you something. The first one was obviously purple and then yellow. You have passed the trial of logic. That victory jingle could not sound any more Disney-ish if it tried. But anyways, the barrier should now be clear, which will give us access to the second floor. So, why don't we go there now? Oh, surprisingly no battles! Okay, now for the next trial. Trial of Endurance. This trial will test your desire to persevere while keeping focus on the task at hand. To progress, you must find the 3 stone pillars and activate them. Beware! Each pillar you activate also brings you 1 step closer to death. Luckily for these enemies, they were always 1 step closer to death. But yeah, that last line does not sound very encouraging. A lever within the stone. Pull it, obviously. Now, you see why I activated it on the left side and not the middle? Because of, well, if you did, this would happen. From now on, you're gonna find some spikes popping up, and they will inflict like 200 damage every time you step on one. That's what makes this place a pain in the ass. Because you could actually die from this. Oh my god. Thunderstaff, that'd be good for Isis, and we need healing! Oh my god. Not to mention you'll still have encounters here, which make this a little bit more discouraging. But in any case, we should be alright. At least we get ourselves a first strike. I wonder if the orc is specifically weak against poison. I really needed to get some more MP for Saria. Maybe ice is a weakness. It just didn't seem as glaringly obvious on the orc as it did previous enemies. That's why I was a little bit worrisome about that. Oh, a Z potion. And a full ether. Wait, did I get a Z potion before? Yes, I did. Okay. And the phone rings again! Great, timeout. Okay, a couple days later, yes, believe it or not, it was like a couple days since I got a chance to record this part. Like, the last 2 segments in this video were on Monday, and this one's on Wednesday, which goes to show how much time I've gotten to record lately. So now let's actually pull the lever on this stone. And now we have another hazard to deal with. Invisible enemies! And yes, they can chase you even if you open treasure chests. What happens if they hit you? Well, you don't take damage, but everybody gets poisoned, which can be a total pain in the ass to deal with. And the only way to check where they are is for like these little tiny footprints that go across the ground. So yeah, that's another issue we gotta deal with in this trial of endurance. Have fun. At least the enemies are no more difficult. It's just the same. And we should be good to go. Sapphire likely will not level up by the time we get to the boss. Ow! That hurts. Because chances are we're not going to be having that many battles. Oh well, it happens. Let's try this Sundering Soul. I might get lucky with it. Wow! That actually worked really well! Expensive, but paid off that time. I like that. I like when things work as opposed to not working at all. Do it again, mages, please. Yeah, you just take the battle. I'm gonna have you use like a Frigidana in case we don't kill it. Disappearing act of all time right there. No. Aww. Yeah, I had a feeling it would have got me. Okay, instead of using ices, I'm just going to be using one of my 4 of my 67 antidotes. Ow! We're still going to be using her... Damn it. Still going to be using her for healing, though, when it comes to the spikes. Ah, intellect boost. That's somewhat cool until you get that. 1,000 coins and a Z potion. That's also very nice. What's not nice is having to clean up the damage from all the spikes. Alright, let's move on. Hopefully without too many issues with spikes. I'm gonna try opening from behind instead of in front. We get a Thunderblade, which is nice, and I'll give that to Saria. I'll drop her defense by 1, but her strength goes up, and that's very important to me. Yeah, I'll pull the lever. Disney jingle for stepping on spikes and... Wait, those are flames? Huh. They couldn't just come up with a sprite for an orc or winged demon? And I'll just send you to the exit of this floor right away, so that you don't have to go there on foot. And that's good enough for me! Right, now let's keep going. Ooh, treasure! That's a mid-ether. Wait, I might as well use that intellect boost. I'm gonna give it to Isis, even though a Sapphire would have been a good choice as well. The door is sealed, yet there is a space large enough for a small object to be put inside. I laughed at Sapphire and said, "Hey mate, just stick your crotch in there!" It said small item. Now you can try any of these items except for Ancient Rune and nothing will happen. So obviously select Ancient Rune. Thanks, Talia, for making this all possible. Okay, a crystal. Yes, I will use it. And I will stop the video here, and in the next episode, we'll see what's at the top of this tower. Goodbye, everybody.